When we went to the Hays County DA's office to look through the James Palermo criminal case file, we found a stack of other dash camera video. Turns out, when his bosses started investigating his prior policing conduct, they found a pattern they could have caught long before.
On the ground. Dude, will you take me? On the
Dude,
ground.
out!
On the ground.
You can't take me.
When Corporal James Palermo walked through the doors of the San Marcos Police Department in July 2013, he didn't know it then, but his own department had dug up months of his dash camera recordings.
James, as a part of this, what we've been doing is we've been pulling all your pending cases at the Hays County District Attorney's Office.
That's San Marcos Police Commander Penny Dunn. She led the investigation into Palermo after the Alexis Alpha arrest. The arrest where Palermo threw the woman down on the ground on her face. Dunn reviewed 176 of Palermo's pending criminal cases.
As we've been going through those cases, you know what we have found? You like to file resisting arrest. And you file it really inordinately more than any other officer in this police department. And we find that a lot of these people get hurt. And the ones that do are the ones that push your buttons, that set off a trigger.
This interrogation video shows Palermo mostly sat and listened as she pointed out what she called a pattern of hitting people with charges they never committed.
How do you explain that?
As far as the resisting arrest charges, as we talked about when we talked here, during the arrest process, they attempt to get away from me, flee, move away from me. That's where I felt it.
That's James Palermo's penal code. That's not the state of Texas penal code.
When I read it, I believe that force, whether it's force against me or force trying to get away from me, using some action to get away from me, that's what I believe is the case. I wrote that, that's the way I would write it in my narratives. It would be approved by the supervisors that way. Even when it got to the DA's office, I didn't hear any feedback from them saying, the DA guys, we talked. I didn't hear any feedback, okay, well, this is kind of this or that, or you know, that doesn't really fit or whatever. I never, there was no feedback saying, I read the...
So this isn't your fault? This is someone else's fault?
That my perception was the force, when it just says force, I believe
It doesn't just say force, it says force against a peace officer. You misread obstruction, you misread interfering, and you misread resisting arrest. You are a 13-year veteran police officer of the rank of corporal, which is many times an acting supervisor in this police department. And you don't understand the basic elements of 3 statutes in our penal code. James, what I said was you're not going to deflect anything away from you. You are fully responsible. And even though you do not want to be accountable for your actions, and you have not wanted to be accountable in the past for your actions, this is a situation that you're going to be held accountable for.
James Palermo was ultimately charged with aggravated assault by a public servant in the Alexis Alpha case, but he was never charged with a crime in any of those other dash camera video stops. Now, Palermo made a deal with the Hays County DA's office. He would exchange his police license for time on probation, but he would never spend a day behind bars. We wrote Palermo a letter asking him for an interview, but he never wrote us back.